Soft body. I've never seen a skinny guy. How can a fat guy be so skinny at the same time? It amuses me, but.
This is a question for both McGregor.
Backed out. He was going to fight you, backed out, and said it was due to a rib injury, but he's been cleared to fight by a doctor. What do you think happened?
I mean, the man is running scared. I cannot force a man who is not willing to step in and fight. I cannot force him into the octagon to face me, but really I cannot hold any grudge towards him because I would not want to face me either because I was going to destroy him.
You were going to destroy him. You think it was pure fear. He's the reason he backed out.
He has been medically cleared to fight. Doctors have looked at him, examined him. He went and saw a gynecologist, and it turns out it was just a little period. He has been cleared to fight like there's no something up. He's a tall...
McGregor and Cowboy, I see you both winning the championship coming up soon. Could you see yourself fighting each other coming up in the next year?
Yeah, go ahead, McNugget. You want to answer that or no?
Ladies first.
McGregor, you're winning. Don't worry about that. Love you, Cowboy.
All American. He's experienced.
Yeah.
He's been around the game a long time.
Okay.
There he is. He's not the best looking guy. I'm not. You know what I mean? But I wanted a better looking opponent. But it is what it is. But no, he caught me out. You know.
Why did you want a better looking opponent?
I don't know. It's just. You know what, too? I don't know. He's an ugly. No, he's an experienced guy.
My thoughts on Dennis Seaver is he's a midget German steroid head. That's my thoughts on him. So I don't have any thoughts other than that. But if you think you said congratulations, I'm now number 9. If you think I celebrate number 9, you're highly mistaken, my friend. I don't give a shit about rank.
Like he can do whatever he wants, and I'll continue to be the champion.
He said, tell him he's his daddy.
My father raised me like this, like a man.
Tell him I said
not.
I am his daddy.
Ele é seu pai.
Nunca vai ser.
Sit on my lap.
Nunca vai ser. Tá mais fácil.
Sit on my lap.
Eu domino.
Sit on my lap.
About money, because we are the business network and the business of the UFC and all that.
I'll take
sort of
over
stuff.
from here, Nate. You can bounce. Take a coffee break, Nate. And by coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee.
No. They want you to give us a quick count to 10, both of you gentlemen, if you don't mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5. 10.
Oh.
Count to 5, Nate, will you, if you can?
You can't.
Hurry up with that coffee.
I ain't counting. How about
and
that?
hurry up with that coffee.
Do you have any thoughts on Dennis Seaver?
Sometimes it's a mission, but in the end, my hand's raised every time, and I'm 100% confident in that. You know.
You know, he doesn't have a vision of what's going to happen, as you can clearly see. Yeah, throughout training camp, you definitely have shots that you see, that you feel cracking. You know, you feel them shots happen. You know, his weakness is obviously his chin. You know, look, don't get me wrong. I like the kid. He's a quiet little hillbilly from the back arse of nowhere. You know, I've nothing against the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he grew up in a circus or a fair. Or, you know, he's a nice little kid. So Cletus, or you know, his cousin's probably named Cletus or something. He's a nice kid. I felt the finish was there for me, and I injured my knee midway through the second. I just can't get it out of my head, but looking back, I should have just pulled my knee from my leg and hit him with it, you know what I mean? That's what I'm... I just went with what was comfortable, and what was comfortable was get the motherfucker to the ground, you know what I mean? And just kind of... and just play it from there, you know what I mean? We get looked after when we finish. This promotion wants finishes, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for. These custom-made suits aren't cheap. You know what I mean? This solid gold pocket watch, 3 people died making this watch, you know what I mean? So I need to put people away. I need them big fights, or I'm gonna end up in debt pretty fast, you know what I mean? So I'm looking to hurry it along and finish everyone, you know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on it. Well, the support out there was unbelievable. It was green walking out there. The place was green. There was green flags, fucking leprechauns floating around. It was unbelievable, you know what I mean?
It's brilliant.
So one more thing that I forgot too when I was.
He was extremely overweight, and he had to cut down to make that 155-pound limit. And then the king calls and says, "You're up again, kid," and now he's got to do it all over again. So I mean, just looking at him, he's aged 25 years in the last 2 weeks. So I can only imagine how he's feeling.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I hope he shows up. But if he shows up December 12th, the division will be killed, like I predicted. And then it's on to the 155 stuck in the mud division.
Between Ricardo and Frankie and Chad, who do you think is the strongest mixed martial artist?
I'd feel comfortable against both. Frankie has held a lightweight title. He's challenged at a high level his whole career. He fights with his heart, but again, he's an aging competitor. He's on the downside of his career. I think that's an accurate assessment. The same with Cub. I believe he's aging. He looks 95 years old. I say it every time. But for me personally, you know, I have nothing against Frankie. I respect his style, but I would like Cub to win for the specific reason that he seems to think that he has been promised a UFC title shot if he wins this fight against Frankie. So I want him to win that contest, and then I will bake a freshly made pie and smack him clean in the face with it when I get the title shot. If you look back at the last featherweight contest in Mexico, it was between a guy who had a horrendous fight against Jose Aldo, Ricardo Lamas. He fought like a pussy. He ran for 5 rounds. And then you look at Dennis Bermudez, who's on a false win streak. Holloway beat him. So these are two average, okay, journeyman fighters. Yet there was so much light on that fight, so much attention on two decisions. You know, Dennis is a decision machine, and Ricardo's fought like a pussy. So they still got that exposure. People are even talking about Nick Lentz. Who gives a shit about Nick Lentz, really? Now, before I came along, they can say all they want, but they're up here, they're trying to talk like I'm trying to talk, they're rocking the suits and everything, you know what I mean? But there is only one.
It's you.
City, you know, Ireland number 2, I like to call it, and then you know it's on to big business. Jose will be told what to do. He will be told he must fly economy to Ireland, fill out an 80,000-seater football stadium, break records, highest gate, highest attendance, highest pay-per-view, and then he will hand over that belt on home soil. So that's my year plan right there. I am highly confident I will shut Jose Aldo down in spectacular fashion and take over the game. I say it how I want to say it, yeah? The king speaks however he wants.